Welcome, my friends, to a new episode of the KOSOFE Sport Channel in the special Harvest of the Week series. These are the most prominent headlines. Alcaraz defeats Djokovic, the curse of the finals pursues Anis Jabber, and Mendy is finally acquitted, and a broad campaign of support for the player. A brave stance by a Belgian star against a decision from his country to support homosexuality. On the ground. The Saudi investment fund is close to buying a large European club, Carlo Ancelotti's trial in Spain. Paris. Sangerman identifies a replacement for Mbappe and approaches an Arab goalkeeper. A new deal for Barcelona and Arsenal continues its strong moves with two new deals. Busquets joins Messi and more, so stay with us. Wimbledon Men's Tennis Championships. Carlos Alcaraz was crowned with the Wimbledon Championship title for the first time in his history at the expense of Serbian Novak Djokovic, and she is the second 20-year-old Spaniard from the Grand Slam Championships after last year's U.S. Open title. A seeded crowned with the Wimbledon title for her victory in the final over Anis Jabber, thus losing the Tunisian champion to her third Grand Slam final after losing last year the final of the same tournament in addition to the U.S. Open. The draw for the African qualifiers for the World Cup 2026. The draw resulted in 9 groups. The top of each group qualifies directly in a new system for the brown continent, after increasing the championship seats to 48 teams. The results of the draw came as shown in front of you, and it contains an acceptable group for the most prominent Arab teams, as Egypt signed in the first group, along with Burkina Faso, Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone, Ethiopia, and Djibouti, while Morocco's national team came at the top of Group E with Zambia, Congo, Tanzania, Niger, and Eritrea. And Group G included Algeria and Somalia with Guinea, Uganda, Mozambique, and Botswana. And Tunisia's national team was in Group H with Equatorial Guinea, Namibia, Malawi, Liberia, and Sao Tome. CONCACAF Gold Cup. In the first confrontation of the tournament's final format, Panama defeated the defending champion, the United States, while the second confrontation witnessed Mexico overcoming Jamaica, so that the two winners set a date in the final match that witnessed Mexico winning and crowning the title to enhance its record in the tournament with 9 titles. After a trial that lasted for 5 months, the British judiciary finally said its word and issued a final ruling acquitting Benjamin of 2 charges of rape of 2 women in his home 2 years ago. This comes after the player was also acquitted of charges of raping 6 women in a previous trial last January. In his first reaction after the trial, the Frenchman burst into tears after pronouncing his innocence. He also commented after leaving the court with the phrase, "Alhamdulillah," at a time when many of the game's stars showed their solidarity with him, with various messages, led by Memphis Depay, Pogba, and Vinicius Jr. In a brave stance, the Belgian Thomas Moni criticized his country's government, which recently adopted a new law that supports homosexuals and gives the right to citizens to change their gender and name, which did not please Monet, who posted a tweet on Twitter, during which he shared a link to news related to the government's approval of the law, and attached it to a tweet in which he said, "The world will get out of control at an amazing speed, I feel crazy." The Bloomberg website, which specializes in analyzing market and stock data, revealed that the Saudi investment fund is planning to buy one of the major European clubs as part of the kingdom's plans to expand into the world of football. The site did not reveal the identity of this club, but confirmed that it is among the best in the world and is present in the 5 major leagues, while the sports journalist Saoud Al-Sarami confirmed that the Frenchman is close to the position of technical advisor to the Saudi Football Association, with the aim of participating in the process of developing national teams according to the vision of 2030 and no. We are still with the kingdom where it is scheduled to host a fight to determine the fiercest man on earth, according to Turki Al-Sheikh, head of the General Authority for Entertainment, who announced that the event will be hosted on October 28th, according to boxing rules, and it will bring together the British heavyweight boxing world champion Tyson Fury and the former heavyweight champion in mixed martial arts organization UFC, Cameroonian Francis Ngannou. In news regarding the Saudi victory, FIFA decided to temporarily prevent him from registering new players due to outstanding debts related to the Ahmed Musa transfer deal for the team in 2018. In another matter, Carlo Ancelotti will be subject to trial on charges of tax fraud due to his evasion from announcing the profits of photo rights in 2014 to the Spanish tax office, and a Spanish judge said. The Italian admitted the actions that deprived the country's treasury of $428,000. New transfer news officially, the young Vitor Roque joined Barcelona from Atletico Belenenses, and Pau Torres moved from Villarreal to Aston Villa, while Arsenal announced his contract with Declan Rice from West Ham, with the inclusion of Dutch timber from Ajax. Marseille settled his contract with Brazilian Lodi from Atletico Madrid, while Sangerman decided to restore Xavi Simons after one season with Eindhoven, and the player is close to leaving as a loanee to Leipzig. Milan succeeded in including Pulisic from Chelsea, while Baggio moved from Real Madrid to Granada on loan, and Busquets joined Messi. In Inter Miami, as for the Arab leagues, Al Hilal Saudi Arabia announced the inclusion of Savic from Lazio. Rodrigo Moreno moved from Les United to Al Rayyan of Qatar, and Andy Delors joined from Nantes to Salal, Qatar. As for the rest of the Mercado news, Ajax announced the termination of Dusan Tadic's contract a year before its end at the player's request. Loris is also close to leaving Tottenham, despite a year remaining until the end of his contract. Manchester United settled his contract with Onana, as well as Inter Milan with Cuadrado, while Bayern Munich aims to borrow Julia Alvarez. In the event that the Harry Kane deal fails, according to Sky Sports, and Bild newspaper indicates that Saint-Germain is seeking to sign Rashford from Manchester United in the event of Mbappe's departure, while the Foot Mercado Network confirms that the Parisian club has agreed with Vlahovic to include him and is currently negotiating with Juventus. Also with Paris, the RMC Network confirmed the club's contact with Moroccan Sinbono at the request of Enrique, who wants to sign a goalkeeper with experience to compete with Donnarumma, at a time when Spanish newspapers confirmed that Bayern is also eyeing the Moroccan goalkeeper in light of Inter Milan's interest in his goalkeeper Jan Sommer. On the other hand, Todo Mercado newspaper reported that Juventus aims to contract with Abdel Samad Al-Zalzouli from Barcelona. Fabrizio Romano confirmed that the Bianconeri are in advanced talks with Lukaku's agent, but he will not make an offer to Chelsea unless he sells Vlahovic. According to the Catalan newspaper Sport, Barcelona renewed his desire to include Sofiane Amrabat and asks his club Fiorentina more than €30 million for his dismissal, as the Todo Mercado newspaper confirms that Newcastle made an attractive offer to Napoli at a value of €95 million in order to contract with Kavisha Kvaratskhelia. And the conclusion is with Mercato with the Saudi clubs, as Al Hilal Saudi Arabia is close to annexing the Serbian from Fulham after he agreed with the player and is currently negotiating with his club. Etihad Jeddah is also about to put the final touches with Liverpool to include Fabinho, after his full agreement with the player. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another video.